I want to zero in on the clerk to the committee. Some people are asking us why our pronouncement on the clerk to the committee. The clerk to the committee is a partisan clerk. She is not a neutral professional clerk. She's caused us a lot of discomfort. We've tolerated, accommodated her. At this point, it's getting out of hand. She advertises at midnight. As a minority leader, I am to know those to be vetted the next day ahead of time. He doesn't share that with us. A lot of times I had to manage the pain, the frustration of my members and take responsibility. Committee reports. So far, I've accommodated this. All the reports we've been debating, not a single one of them was brought to me to have a look. The practice has always been that because it is majority and minority, yes, some people are saying, wow, because we accommodate, we are very tolerant. So we don't talk about some of these things. But today, for the public to appreciate why we had to go that way, I'm explaining. The essence of the report is for us to have all our input in. This lady, who with so much respect, will do none of that. But it's the same person who was the clerk when we were in government, who insisted on getting the minorities' input. What has changed? Okoto de Sanobuje. Okoto de Nobuje, AMPP dia. We will not allow ourselves to be taken for granted. A clerk to committee must be professional, must be neutral. She cannot be an armchair committee clerk and claim that she's been sending people. When she knows that whenever a report is ready, she must personally hand it over to the majority leader and the minority leader. Look at it. The practice has always been that committee report must be shared by the ranking and the chair so that we all make our input. She doesn't do any of that. We've reported it to the clerk, and we hope that the clerk, after engagement, will come back to us. For now, we don't want the clerk on the appointment committee again. We, the minority, are calling on her, on the clerk to parliament, to remove her from the appointment committee unless she's ready to turn a new leaf, to be a professional and engage us. To make matters worse, she's taken to insinuating against us on social media, particularly using her WhatsApp status. We've seen all of that. We've printed it. If she, as a clerk, wants to be an NDC activist, we expect her to resign and fully participate in the NDC politics and not to pretend that she's a parliamentary service staff and work against us. I've been a majority leader before. I've been a leader of government business before. I know what she took us through. My deputy is here. When we received the nomination of the judges and we had to vet them, deputy leader, who was then the acting chair, got the report ready and signed it. This woman says she will never sign unless and until Dr. Atuforsen has given her the go-ahead. That is what happened. She said she was waiting for the input of Dr. Forsen. I called her severally to my office. She would gently, courteously tell me, the leader, try and talk to Dr. Atuforsen before. And Atu was out of the country. For her to even advertise for the Supreme Court nominees to be vetted, she needed the consent of the minority. What has changed?
What has changed?
Indeed, we are going through difficult moments, but we'll never be intimidated.